team through fall and winter. So you expect Archie to be the one there, but no, it was actually Wave.
So that statement there, T-Base, I'm just going to sort of bring that up. You're implying that Metzer has to be the third contributing player on the team.
Or second.
Yes. Or he could be second or third. But I'm saying Wade himself isn't going to be the best. If Wade's the best player on your team that day, you're probably not going to win the championship. That's the way I feel.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I understood what you. I thought I understood what you were saying, and I realized that you're recontextualizing. So that makes way more sense.
I mean, as we're describing this, though, all I'm hearing is Archie has to be number one.
That's right. He always has to be number one. He's too talented. Pure talent-wise, he's up there with the Alpha 54s. He's up there with the Seikos. He's up there with the Joyos, the Vatis, and the Rises. I know Rise is listening. He's up there with all the best individual players in the region. Oh, that's disrespectful.
Oh, no.
That's some disrespectful nonsense.
Oh, no.
Sir, you need to erase that board right now. You need to erase that board right now. That's disrespectful.
She wrote both boards and handed it to him.
She framed them.
That'd be brilliant.
Oh, man, it's crazy to me how clips with the attention to detail. I'm going to make sure he looks good on camera here. It's been here so long. Season 4, the first time I believe Metzenaris played the World Championship.
Every time he's at a World Championship, he makes the moves. He's top 4 every single time he goes. So Metzenaris, a lot of people count him out because, again, he's not going to be the best player on his team either, but he plays that role. He plays the role he needs to play to get his team's wins, and he's still here, what, 5 years later?
Is Endpoint like FaZe? You know, they're always that team that pushes top 4 in Europe or in North America, and then, like, yeah, they got it in them to win one every now and again.
And let's not forget, like, Spring Regionals online, they took BDS when they were at their best, like, to the distance. They took them down once as well. So Endpoint definitely has it in them to be one of the best in the world. But we got to show up on land. We got food. Bring it up here. Bring it to the desk.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
Oh, pizza and popcorn, too.
Make sure you enjoy that popcorn, young man.
Getting snacks to go through the tech pauses. Of course, there's going to be a long day ahead of us. We've got an amazing match coming up afterwards with NRG Renegades.
And then ones.
And then 1v1.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, it seems to be that Archie's setup was the situation that was having the technical issues. He's him pacing behind his team there. Seems to be maintaining a good mood, but you know he wants to be in free play right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I kind of wonder if that irritates Archie a little bit.
Honestly, it might be in Endpoint's favor because Ice and SSG in the crowd right now. SSG, they walked in the crowd with electric form, and now I can't read that.
The best Rocket League player was cerebral palsy right there.
Oh, okay. Good thing you got it, guys. I don't.
We're just cheering everyone coming in.
Oh, that's the UNT boy. Shout out North Texas.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Just a little bit for teammates. Yeah. Like, you know those guys.
I know these guys. I know him too as well.
I'm pretty sure, everyone knows him here. And I think they're all going to be cheering on Arsenal. As soon as he scores a goal, it's going to be the loudest it's ever been.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Gibbs, for the people who are watching at home and would love to vicariously live through us that are here in the arena, what has the vibe been like? What is the coolest or most unique thing you found so far?
I think one of the coolest things is when we're in breaks, when you can't see anything, and so the players go up and they'll have to do their setups and all that. But those moments when the players walk out, when there is no spotlight on them, so that the crowd doesn't really know, but as soon as you hear that first section, cheer for them, then everyone else around is like, what are they cheering for? Oh, it's Base Station, and then they all start getting loud, and that just happens organically, and that's so cool to see. And that happens even like with Cashers, one of my favorite moments back in New Jersey. Me and Turtle, I was like, Turtle, we're going to walk through the arena. Yeah. And when we walk through the arena, the crowd starts roaring, and then I stop. I'm like, Turtle, go. Just go. And they're all just cheering Turtle's name. And Turtle's like, it's his first World Championship. He was loving it.
Wow. You know, he's not in a bad outfit for this arena, because it is cold.
Sasquatch, who are you rooting for?
But this is what it's all about. It's about the fans, right? We all love the fans. We love what they bring. So even though it's a long pause, we get to see what you guys can deliver. You guys can deliver.
You guys do with his homie, bringing him into the arena.
What's Cloud9 doing right here?
They don't play today. They don't play today. Sorry.
A little bit later there. Yeah, I love walking around the arena too, in the concourse area. There's so many teams that have set up their booths, so you can go and talk to some of the people from that organization, possibly buy some merch. There's some fun games set up. There's a bunch of, we've seen the people with the concessions. It's a full-blown event here.
Yeah, We even saw that Team Dignitas tweeted out like, hey, we got a booth here. We're here all weekend. We're out of the tournament, but we're going to have fun anyway with the fans. And we're going to see apparently Jack later as well. We get that 1v1 and Jorius. So, like, they're still hanging around and they're still going to entertain and have a good time because you don't get these moments a lot. This is the World Championship. We're finally back.
That's what we like to see, baby.
Oh, you're able to read that one, ATV. I see how it is.
Zoomed in on that one too. Zoom in even closer so I know. Yes, sir.
Speaking of that, I believe Europe is 6-1 versus North America in this tournament.
That's a wonderful stat. Let's see if you pick your point here then.
17-hour journey. There's so many people here from all over the world, and we've just zoomed in on just a tiny fraction of the 12,000 people here in the arena. And I think at this point we've got to appreciate that so many of these fans have missed work, traveled from around the world. You know, a lot of these people, this is their first Rocket League event because they became fans in the last 2 years. And this is an exciting moment, not just for the fans here, but everyone in the Rocket League community.
Especially for these fans. This is the Friday crowd. This is the people that actually got to get here. We got some Saturdays and Sunday fans showing up, just the weekend warriors. But yeah, the Friday crowd, appreciate you guys being here. You can see how much it means to the players too. And Space Station's talked the entire week about how much the fans mean to the fans.
I mean, the crowd will be on our side. It's like playing home court advantage at this point. It plays one task.
I was doing squats,
Let's sit down, baby.
There it is.
Let's sit down. You did it. Back to SSG and the crowd, though. The crowd is a home field advantage. It's something that we've seen so far in all the majors.
Yep, 3 for 3.
In LA,
G2.
in London, Moist. And I understand that the EU crowd did get loud for Falcons, but it was a different level when Moist was playing. And that plays a factor into an endpoint's job, as Cheese has been articulating, and the games are articulating, as Purple Dragon has articulated, is that the games need to be low scoring. You let the crowd get into it, you're going to hear them, no matter what type of noise suppression you have in your ears. When 13,000 start screaming, Laniel, there's nothing you can do about it.
It's going to be intense, and it's a good point that you bring up that the crowd favorites have won the last 2 events. Does that bode well for SSG's long-term goal here, Greg?
I mean, all the North American teams here are going to get cheered on well, but I think this is definitely the fan favorites. Walking around, you can see SSG hats, the little hand with far too many fingers, and a lot of, you can see all the banners with SSG references on. Definitely a fan favorite here. I don't know whether it's enough to bring them up to the level to win the whole tournament, but definitely enough to keep them going and playing at their best.
Yeah, but flags will fall, as the team has said, and Space Station's played in 11 tournaments, and their flag has fallen every single time. So they are a fan favorite, but these fans are waiting for that tournament win, and it would be so special.
Their flag falls, but it falls on Sunday.
I'm just saying, they played in 11 tournaments. They have not won any of them. They are a LAN team for sure. If they get that LAN buck, but when it comes down to Game 7, they haven't shown up. So that's why Endpoint early on has to take a couple games, make it a little scary, make it a little bit close, and they have a shot.
I think anything within, I think a 2-goal deficit is well manageable for Endpoint. That being said, if you come out as SSG and you're not putting things in a dangerous spot early on, like I think it's all about SSG. You have to set the chase. You can't sit there and play catch up or just like drive into the corner or anything like that. You gotta be putting dangerous shots on target. You want to be like, we're controlling.
Yeah, they do have. I will say Space Station has a wonderful clutch factor where it seems that we see a new version of this team when they're on match point. For me, I almost feel like I don't like analyze. I don't like understand who SSG is until either they're on match point or their opponent's on match point. And at that point, we got a real ball game going. I want to find out what we're going to see. But mostly, I believe the issue on stage has been resolved, and all the players are in the lobby. So we should be moments away from getting into match number 3 again.
Home are picking it to win. We're finding out what we can hear as well. But let us know. Rise and expand. Vote hashtag END, hashtag SSG, depending on which way you're following here. We'll go this way this time. I do.
E aí, Jair?
E aí, meu, tudo bem?
Tá, tava ali fazendo a missãozinha do...
Modo criativo, então eu vi que você tava no modo criativo, por isso que eu saí.
Eu tava no Rocket League.